Hi everyone, my name is Elisa and this is my channel, My Superpower. Today's video is going to be a super short one. I just want to share with you what I sewed for the So Frugal 23 challenge. Today is March 31st, so that marks the end of the challenge, the last day, the day for us to post our makes on Instagram. And I wanted to come here with a really quick video to show you what I made. I had best laid plans for the month of March, and as always, life happens. So I didn't get the chance to do a whole lot of sewing. I sewed for other projects that I had, things that I had already started before March. I wanted to sew jeans and a shirt. I shared that in my previous video. I hope you saw that video also, but if you didn't, I'll leave you a link in the description box so that you can go ahead and see which patterns I shared for as inspiration for the challenge. Yeah, and one of the patterns that I shared was the Sisa shirt. T-shirt. It was a t-shirt from the German Bernina blog, and I end up only making that one shirt, and it was done really quickly, and I'm very pleased with the final result. I'm going to show you now. This is what this shirt looks like. I made it for my son. This is size I think 110, the smallest size. The reason I chose this one is because I've been wanting to try color blocking for quite some time now. It's very common for children's clothing, but I haven't done it. I hadn't done it until now, and I like this challenge a lot because it kind of gives us a push to work with the resources that we have, and it's nice to be frugal, not only for the monetary aspect of it, but I think it's very important, especially nowadays, to look at the sustainability aspect of it all. Sewing can, of course, if we let it, be very expensive, so it's always a good idea if you're able to do something like this, to use a pattern that makes it possible for you to use those little scraps that you wouldn't otherwise be able to use. So for me, this is something new. This fabric here, I cut. It's not new. I didn't buy it. I had it already in my stash, but I hadn't done anything with it until now. The dark blue one, I made it into I think pants for my son for last summer, so almost a year ago. I really like this fabric here because it brings me very nice memories of when my son was really small. This was one of the first fabrics I used sewing for him. I think I bought maybe 2 meters or 1.5 meters maybe, and I've done a ton of sewing out of this fabric. I've made one of the first things I made for him were pants or baby leggings, something like that, and I've made several for him and for babies in the family, or for babies from friends of mine. I made matching sets, pants and t-shirts, or pants and baby hats. What else? I've also made bibs out of this fabric, and I still have a little bit. Maybe I only had a square, maybe 40 centimeters by maybe 50, or even less, and it wasn't really a square. It was really odd shaped, but I held on to it because I knew someday I would make something out of it, so I didn't want to throw it away. And that's basically what I do with most of my scraps. I'm always looking for something, some opportunity to use them. Some are very, very small, and those I tend to use. For example, right here you can see there's a truck here, and a car, another car, and a motorcycle. And if I have something really, really small out of a fabric like this, what I usually do is I will cut this picture out and use it as an applique in a plain t-shirt, for example. So that's another way to use up your scraps. The Sisa shirts came together really, really easily. As I said, it was the first time that I did color blocking. Not difficult at all. The only thing I don't like in this t-shirt, but that was my mistake. I tried to use an elastic stitch here on the sleeve, but I think I don't have the best machine, or maybe she needs servicing. So the stitching doesn't look very neat here on the sleeve. On this side, I don't think you can see it, or maybe you do. On this side, I just used a regular straight stitch, and it was actually, I tend to think, it was actually, usually you think, okay, it's a stretch fabric, so I have to use a stretch stitch, but it depends, it all depends. If it's on the sleeve, that's not going to get stretched out. For example, like here on the collar to put the t-shirt on. So it's not a problem if it's only a regular straight stitch. So I'm going to go back and take the seam apart and do a regular straight stitch, because I think it will look neater and better. Of course, you can also make this shirt and use this pattern as a plain t-shirt. You don't have to make this color blocking, but I took the opportunity to try this technique. That I think for most people is nothing spectacular, but I hadn't done it until now, and I think I'm a fan. I became a fan, and I think I'm going to make a few more in the future. For kids, you see that a lot. For older people, for women's clothing, maybe not as much, but it all depends on your style. So there are no rules for us sewists, as I say. Yeah, that was all I wanted to share with you today. I hope you enjoyed this video. I tried to keep it really, really short. Let me know in the comments what you made for So Frugal 23. Thanks to Ruan and Sam for putting together this challenge once again. I hope to be back for next year's challenge, and I wish you all have a wonderful day. I'll see you soon. Bye.